Hey, this is Jay, and this is the update version on how to do a shove it on your skateboard. The foot placement for shove it is something like this. Your front foot is going to be directly behind, I don't know if you can see it, but the front bolts, and it should be a little bit above and like for some toe room and angled a bit. And your back foot isn't going to be like directly off the tail or the nose like I like to do my shove-its with, but you should have some toe hanging off and a little bit of the side of your shoe off the board, but not too much, or it's going to go way out more in front of you when you scoop. Alright, to actually do the shove-it, you're going to have your foot placement, and what you're going to do, you're going to bend slightly. I mean, not as much as you do for an ollie, but still bend a little bit, so you're able to jump a little bit forward. And right when you start jumping up, you're going to instantly jump forward and scoop the tail 180 degrees. You're not going to hit it off the ground like that because that's a top shove-it. We're just talking about shove-its. So a shove-it is basically when the board is that. So you're basically going to start to scoop. You're not going to pull it 90 degrees and then like push it the rest of the way, because then you're going to land with your back foot not on the board. So be sure that when you do it, you just kind of like push down at an angle and then push like with your toes like the rest of the way so it goes on the ground. And then your front foot is going to come off the board and guide the board 180 degrees, catch it, and then you're going to bring your back leg back on the board. Sometimes people, they might do this. Only lay on one foot. What's happening when you do that is that when you do it, you only lay on one foot because when you scoop, you're either scooping 90 degrees and just doing that so it stays on the ground, or as you scoop, it just stays on the ground. You gotta keep your back foot in the air at all times. Just go like, and you gotta jump forward and try to catch the board. I mean, if you have your foot more curved around the tail, and you're more used to jumping forward, this might help you because it's going to go more out in front of you. So, if you want to jump forward some more, wrap your foot around the tail more. Sometimes people might land only with their back foot. I don't know if I can do this purposely, but yeah, I can't do that on purpose. People, they go only land with their back foot. That's happening because your front foot, as it comes off the board, it just stays on the ground. And you gotta guide the board. You gotta keep it in the air the whole way through, catch it, and land. Sometimes you might land like this. That's not a hard problem to fix. Just try to work on landing on the bolts. And just try to look at the bolts the whole way through. But if you really need help on landing them, just mark a spot on the ground, keep your eyes locked on it, like where you think your board's gonna go. And then as you scoop the board, if it goes right there, just jump on it. But if it's not exactly right there, then try to adjust in the air. But it's good to stay loose on the board because then you can adjust your feet if needed. But if you're too stiff on the board, then you'll be and you won't be able to adjust footing if you need to. So yeah, that's the shove it. So I'm gonna show you some examples now.